Gina DeLuca here. All right, I got myself a groovy round canvas here, and I'm going to be doing a straight pour, but I am changing up something that usually when I do a straight pour, I'm using an opaque paint for the background color, basically the color that will appear behind the cells, in between the cells, I should say. And today I have a transparent. I have Amsterdam in the Greenish Blue. Greenish Blue? Yeah, that's what it is. Greenish Blue. And it's a really pretty color. It's kind of like a phthalo bluish sort of. But we're just going to see what happens. This is an experiment. It'll sell or it won't. So we'll find out. The cell makers that we have going are the DecoArt Americana Decor Metallics in copper and in the Satin Enamel in Pure White. And if you go to my the description box for this video, there is a coupon, a link for a coupon for 20% off if you order from the website. So you would enter through the link in the description box, use the code provided, and get 20% off your order. So if you're going to be getting yourself some DecoArt, I recommend going to the website because they usually have more colors available than most stores do. But you can get yourself a 20% discount, and I will receive a small commission at no additional cost to you. So, groovy. So this blue here is a mixture of, obviously, this blue and the satin enamel white. So this, if this were an opaque, I could say with pretty good confidence that this will fall to the background. And these would make cells. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen here because I've never used a transparent in this brand as a background for a straight pour. So we're experimenting. I mean, it'll probably be pretty either way. Have you seen the Fluid Art inspiration cards? If you have, you can fast forward about a minute. But if you have not, what we have are 52 cards. There are 42 technique cards. Each technique card has an associated video here on YouTube that gives you all of the information that you need, the exact paint, the brands, the recipe, the consistency. This is a picture of the painting in that particular video. This box here contains a tip for that particular technique, and then these two boxes can be used together as the basis of a 2-color palette. And here at the bottom, you have the color palette that was used in that particular painting. And there are 8 bonus color palette cards. Each one has 5 color palettes. You can use all of the colors or just some of the colors. Mix and match the bonus color palette cards with the technique cards, and you have more combinations than you could paint in a lifetime. These are available at my website, ginadeluca.net, and also available at amazon.com. And if you get them from Amazon, please do leave feedback. It is very helpful to the sellers over there. Okay, one other thing that I will be changing today that I haven't really done before when doing a straight pour is I have it on a spinner. So this is a 14-inch round, and we're going to see what happens when we tilt it using the spinner. So let's put some paint in a cup, shall we? All right, so this is a 14-inch round, and I think I had methylated that it was going to be like 5.5 ounces of paint. I rounded it to 6. So I will do 2 ounces of each color. It will be more than enough paint. Be sure to check the, oh, I forgot to show you the consistency. Let's do that. So these paints are mixed, 1 part paint to 2 parts Floetrol. That mixture is then thinned with my concoction of 90% water and 10% Floetrol until I get the proper consistency, which is, hopefully you can see that. Let's see if I can see that better. So the consistency that we are working with here, it is about a 2 on my consistency scale. It is making a mound, but it disappears very quickly. That really looks like it's in shadows, and I can't tell if you can see that or not. Hoi gewalt. But that is what we're working with. Okay, so I will do the copper next. Oh, that was just short of 2 ounces. Hold on, let me put a bit more in there. There we go. Copper and blue is one of my favorite combinations. I just think it's so pretty. You know, I'm actually going to just drizzle a bit. Just a bit. Because it wasn't quite 4 ounces total. And I will still be a bit short. Which is fine because I actually want to put some of this blue on top. But I will do it after I cover the canvas. Because if I cover this with my background color, I mean, this is assuming that I was using my typical opaque glossier paint, the paints need something to react with. So I find that that helps to just put that over top so I don't have just cells on the edge. It will actually give me a bit of room to work there. Okay. Yes, I owned a bakery. I don't know if that's this canvas or this spreader. Is there something getting hinky on me? And I did cover my edges first because these edges are not perfectly smooth. And, well, I actually always cover my edges first, but well, almost always. But beyond that, there's a little bit of pleating, sort of. And, well, this is not coming out as smoothly as I want it all. But yeah, so the edges aren't perfectly smooth, and I just didn't want any white to be showing through. Don't really know how I'm going to cover the edges. I might have to use my finger just to get the edges wet, because using the spatula thingy would not work. Okay, Bigsby, we'll get you soon. Bigsby's telling me it's lunchtime. He lets me know. Uh-oh. Okay, so I did tape I still have this on my cup hooks because I will still need to have this drying level, and my work surface isn't level, so I had to make sure. So I use the cup hooks to level the canvas. I have it marked which way is up, and then once I'm done painting, I will remove it. But, you know, not a bad idea to tape it down so it doesn't go flying. Okay, so I'm gonna put a bit of this on the top. Okay, I'm actually going to just slowly spin as I'm pouring. Sometimes that creates some really cool rings. Nice little Fibonacci action. Woo! 10 on the dismount. Yeehaw! Okay, and now to torch the bubbles. Okay. Oop. I think this is going to come out pretty cool. We've got some cool ring action. It's already selling up. You know, and usually I wait and give the cells a chance to percolate and pop up, but they're already there. My boulders are already there, and all I need to do is stretch them out. So I don't know if this is a trait of the Amsterdam paint itself, but we've got cells with a transparent paint. I do know that the Amsterdam paints are quite often used for making cells, which is why I wanted to try this. I have not had luck in the past using like Liquitex or the Arteza Artist Loft. They're, you know, those transparents did not give me quite the same cell reaction that I'm getting here. Arteza opaques are spectacular for straight pours, for the background for a straight pour. FYI. You could pick pretty much any opaque out of the line and it will work with these DecoArt paints. That center isn't quite centered and it's kind of bugging me. So let's see what we can do about that. That's better. And I think I'll be getting like more of these copper cells along the edge. They'll wind up popping up. They'll be my pop-up cells. Some people call them pearl cells. And generally you are going to get those wherever the top layer of paint is getting stretched the most, the thinnest. I'm going to do a thing. Okay, I like that better. Call me crazy. Okay, I think that is enough paint tilted off. Hopefully that should be good. And I'm going to let this sit and do what it's going to do. Again, I know I tilted a lot of that copper off, but I think more will pop up. And I'll bring you in for a close-up in a bit. Back in a few. Okay, here it is. Loving the 3D action going on here. Came out very pretty. The center has a very rose-like effect. I cannot be mad at that. Didn't get quite as much copper popping up as I had anticipated. I must have tilted all of that off, but c'est la vie. Gotta break some eggs, omelets, and whatnot. But there it is. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Please do like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff. Do check out the description box below for links too. Oh, look at that. See, I torched after I tilted. And that is the only time I have that happen. Is when I torch after I tilt. I have to remind myself to never do that again. That is literally the only time that I get the cracking with the DecoArt. I can torch before I tilt, just not after. Yep, so there it is again. I was trying to get some of those copper cells to pop up and I torched the edges. And that's what I get. It doesn't ruin it for me. The overall effect of the piece is still pretty groovy, so I can't really be mad at it. But that is what's happening there. So yes, check out the description box below for links to my PayPal tip jar if you feel so inclined, links to all of my affiliates, including DecoArt, where you can get the paints that make these magic cells, and be sure to use the code GD2022H2. I, of course, will put that in the description box as well, but that's your discount code to get 20% off. And also in the description box, you will find the link to my website, GinaDeLuca.net, where you can find my art and the music and the fluid art inspiration cards for sale. Of course, the inspiration cards are also available on Amazon. And there will be a Patreon coming up soon. I will be starting a Patreon. If there is something specific that you would like to have as a perk, as a patron, a Patreon member, if there's something in particular you'd like, let me know, because that is still in the works and nothing is set in stone yet. And also in the description box, you'll find the link to our Facebook group. Go make some art. Join us there. Post your masterpieces. Ask your questions. Get some inspiration. A good time is had by most. It is the internet, after all. Okay, that is it for me for today. I hope y'all have a beautiful day. Now go make some art.